everybody, it's finally time for some Warcraft games, and who better to cast this with than Remo, Demo. We're in the lower bracket, we're in the fight for survival. This is TP League March, and this is Labyrinth versus Colorful and LawLiet versus Fortitude.
Oh, hell yeah, we're getting into the thick of things now. We're deep into the tournament, we're in the lower bracket, round 2, and today we say goodbye to 2 more players. Yesterday we had the lower bracket round 1 already, where Sock and Infi were eliminated. 2 high-class players, and today their fate will be shared by 2 more. Labyrinth, Colorful, Fortitude, and LawLiet, with Lynn and Happy still in the upper bracket. And after today, only going to be 2 days left of tournament.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a bet going on, Mr. Remo Demo. You are, of course, Colorful's #1 fan. I am obviously #1 LawLiet fan, so whoever gets further in the tournament saves the caster, basically, because whoever gets eliminated first has to drink a bottle of hot sauce. And I was sweating bricks yesterday.
Oh, that was close.
When Infi got the 2-1, I was not stressed. When he got the 2-2, I thought, oh, LawLiet is a man of the people, he makes it close. But dude, that start on map 3 got me real worried. But then my man, LawLiet, with that ambush on the hill on Last Refuge.
Yeah, that was sick.
So sick.
Yeah, beauty. That was the move to win him the game, keep him in the tournament, and save your taste buds for now. We'll see how that continues. Yeah, indeed, we have made a wager, and that will be dealt out to the loser at the next ESL Meisterschaft finals. And who that's going to be, we're going to find out. I hope that they don't both lose today, because then nobody of us loses, you know? That would suck. So one of us has to lose for chat to win, basically.
True, that would be the worst outcome. We got 90 seconds on the clock, and this is the bracket. Tomorrow it's time for the winner bracket, where Lynn and Happy will face off. What a wonderful start to a Saturday that's gonna be. And in the lower bracket, as we said, Colorful versus Labyrinth. Colorful was defeated by Happy. No shame in that, obviously. He could have played better, in my opinion. I've seen Colorful doing better versus Happy than what he did in the winner bracket semifinal. Now he's facing another Undead, but a very different style, I'd assume.
Yeah, Labyrinth normally much more expansion-oriented, much more Lich-first oriented. Hard to pull off against Night Elf, but if somebody can do it, Labby is the guy to pull it off. And we've seen another Undead already playing this expansion style against Colorful in this tournament. It was upper bracket round 1. It was Infi who got kind of schooled by Colorful. So much so that Infi refused to keep playing Undead versus Night Elf. Labyrinth must have seen those games, of course, and I hope he got some good lessons drawn from it. Happy showed that one base with exceptional microplay is also a good way to go, but nobody can pull that style off like Happy does. So I wonder if Labyrinth is going to go, with his own style, with his own trademark.
Yeah, or if he's implementing a new trademark, maybe switching to Garx as one of the very, very few pro players. I think Colorful is pretty ready for whatever the Undeads throw at him. Who's your favorite in LawLiet versus Fortitude later? Because there, I think it's really hard to pick a...
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Especially you, Mr. 100% unbiased for that game. I would have seen picking LawLiet, and so will I. I think LawLiet's amazing against human. And as much as I would love for 40 to get far, as much as I've been enjoying 40 playing so well, I really like this 40 new momentum in 2023. He is the best human in the world at the moment. I think that's pretty clear by now. But his matchup against Night Elf is so predictable. He's been playing the same for years, and I think he's looked the worst in this matchup, in a matchup where LawLiet, on the other hand, normally is very strong. I see LawLiet here as the clear favorite, I have to say.
Okay, we know that 40 is sometimes getting a little cheeky with some tower pushes, and that can throw off some Night Elves here and there, and I would be very excited to see that. Problem for 40 in that is LawLiet is what Lin is to tower rushes versus Orc. He just defends them. It doesn't matter how many units and how many mercs and how many towers you throw at him. He always finds a spot for the second engine of war. He always has the perfect mana management on the Moonwells, and he just holds. So that weapon, I wouldn't use it versus LawLiet.
Yeah, there's a new factor in the equation, though, and it's the Demon Hunter first. On paper, Immolation should be really good against peasants and footies. Small units, low HP, lots of damage. But if you spread them all out, it's really hard for the demon to get the damage in that he needs, and the AM can always run away, and there's no mana burn normally to worry about. We have seen this become relevant against Undead. Tower pushes with narrow towers, much more popular. Against Keeper, that's basically impossible to pull off, but we've seen against Demon Hunter, it can work from Undeads. Can it work from humans? It's unclear. I haven't seen evidence of that yet. But Fortitude always knows how to pull off a tower push, and if somebody can do it, it's him.
All right. First, we start with Night Elf versus Undead, though. What do you think? What's the limit? What's the ceiling for Labyrinth here in this tournament? I've seen a couple of games, not as many as you, obviously. I think there's still room to grow for Labby in this tournament. I think we haven't seen the best Labyrinth yet.
Yeah, I have underestimated Labby in the past, and I shall never do so again. Ever since the 4-3 champion's performance on a good day, I think he can beat anybody. And I think he absolutely has what it takes to get to the top 2, possibly if things go well. That being said, though, I think his matchup today doesn't favor him much. Because mostly he likes playing fast expansion, not good against the current Night Elf style. Mostly, he likes to not play the happy style so much, where colorful is going to be very potent as well if he goes for that direction. Which is to say, I think both avenues that are open for Labyrinth, either go expansion or go for the one-base style, are going to be pretty well covered by colorful, I would assume. You mentioned the Gargs before. Those are possibly an ace up his sleeve, but Gargs are only really good if the Night Elf is not prepared against them and makes mistakes against them. If colorful is super on point against them, then also the Gargs may not be the secret weapon.
Have we seen an on-point colorful so far in this tournament?
Against Infi, yes. Against Infi, he looked amazing.
I think he looked that good because Infi allowed him to look that good. It was fine. It wasn't bad or anything, but I wasn't overwhelmed.
Listen here, Neo. Infi defeated Sini pretty convincingly. Infi defeated also Kaho, who's also very good nowadays. That was a bit of a throw, perhaps, but Colorful 2-0'd him and did so very solidly. You know exactly what to expect. You know exactly what to play. So Colorful, don't you drag my boy in the dirt again, you little rascal. He played almost perfectly against Infi in the playoff round. But, of course, Infi, strategically, I will agree with you. I don't think Infi made many mistakes execution-wise. I think it's just fast expo nowadays is kind of bad. I think it's kind of bad against Elf. And Colorful made perfect use of that.
Damn. We talk about Colorful and Labyrinth the entire time, and now we got informed that the first game is actually LawLiet versus Fortitude. I wasn't aware of this. So, okay. You're settled for the match that's coming up at the end of the broadcast. But now we got to talk LawLiet and Fortitude. And these guys get me hyped, man. Their tournament performance has been stellar. Fortitude has defeated Happy in the group stage. LawLiet was plowing through this tournament until he meet Happy, but it was a 2-on-1 there as well. I think whoever wins here is the favorite in the lower bracket semifinal.
I think LawLiet's gonna win, dude. I think this is like 80-20. I think LawLiet is so sick against human. I would love for 40 to make it close and perhaps even to beat him, especially for personal reasons. But I have to see a lot more from Fortitude than what I saw before. I've casted him plenty in the past, in TED Cups, in Show Cups, and wherever. And his matchup against Night Elf, it's just stuck in the past. At least it used to be. It's always fast expansion into tier 2 push, bring the towers, go all in, 70 supply with some heal scrolls, and hope that it works. And if it doesn't work, and Night Elf holds, the game's instantly over. If he keeps playing that style, I think he's kind of doomed. So I hope he's got something new prepared.
Well, let's see that. And what has LawLiet prepared? We're playing Echo Isles 2, which was territory for a warden. We've seen, of course, a lot of Demon Hunter, and he has that new AoE spell, Immolation, that kinda renders the warden a little bit useless in comparison. But LawLiet, he just loves her so much. As much as I love LawLiet, he loves the warden. So is there a chance? With that Engine of War positioning, sadly, I gotta say no.
Is he gonna play a keeper here? Like, also, Demon Hunter creeping isn't good with this, is it? He's still going Demon. Okay. Normally when you play Demon or Warden, you want to have the Ancient of War in the south, and you can creep level 3 very fast. Especially fast with a Demon Hunter. I think the record so far we saw was on Echo Isles with, what was the timing? 3 minutes 50 or something crazy?
3:25, I think.
Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Immolation, it's quite a thing. But no, LawLiet playing it differently. And if he wants to creep fast, he will need a second Ancient of War. But maybe we see the reason why he's not doing it right now. Militia running across, and yeah, Fortitude was ready to harass the Ancient of War over at the Merc camp. So LawLiet playing it safe and has apparently made the right call.
I think this is also due to the possibility that Fortitude can tower rush you and has shown it in the past. If you have the Ancient of War at the mercenary camp and there's a Naga and some towers in your face, good effing luck to hold that. So it's a little safer as we start this long best of 5 series.
Do you think if he sees the Ancient of War in the south, he cancels the Archmage and goes for a Tavern Hero? That would have been cool. We didn't get to see it here, but maybe that could have been part of the plan. But no, we're just creeping the first 2 camps to begin with. The Demon Hunter is going to get level 2 easily here in the middle. This has made the level 2 creep route a lot better for many races, this green camp in the middle. And the Demon Hunter starting off perfectly with Slippers and the Circlet.
Oh, lovely. And access to the marketplace. That's the second Circlet.
Oh my
This is pretty sick. +7. Cross your heart, Fortitude. You need all the luck in the world to survive now.
Oh, this last hit. This last hit. Oh, imagine if he gets it, dude. That would have been real bad. No mana burn, by the way.
Ooh.
Does he really need evasion? Seems a bit unnecessary, perhaps. Of course, going to give him some good durability. But this is also going to make life for the Archmage much easier. He can use his Watch Elementals now to his heart's content.
Exactly. As a countermeasure to the Demon Hunter for creeping, for tanking. Keep the footman alive and healthy. Here we go. More burns, but this is very hero focus heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just chasing around the Archmage, seeing if he can get some free damage in. Fortitude, he's gonna expand, right? It's too late for attack. Yeah, the boys have been called. Going towards the shop. Keeping the Demon Hunter busy. And with as many footies and Watch Elementals and Militia, this expansion will be easily crept. Easy expansion, of course, to creep in the first place. LawLiet, though, going for the Mercs. And once he picks up the Mercenaries, he can apply a bit more pressure. Not going for the boots, but rather the staff, because his main base is going to be far away, and he will need to heal up. Alright, and now we start the counter. How many peasants are going to fall?
Oh, let it burn. Dante's Inferno in the human economy. We've seen it over and over and over again. LawLiet has a Wisp in position on the left-hand side to counter-expand at some point, but Archmage, not to be underestimated with the 2 gloves, and Footman put good pressure on the Demon Hunter. It's not too bad. Nothing died, just a lot of damage.
Oh, the Demon is back in. AM perhaps moving towards the peasants, towards the creeps a bit too early. It's going to be 1 peasant falling. I think it was only the first one so far. It's going to be 2. But the rest shall survive. Can he force the TP? The evasion?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh, LawLiet playing with fire. He walks it off on the right-hand side.
Oh, and he faked staff before, by the way. That's why the Archmage went for the green camp, because he thought he was going to staff out. But he canceled the staff, finding 2 peasant kills. But, I mean, it's going to take him forever to get back to healing.
Yeah. This is a little problematic. Insane micro by Fortitude, by the way. The way he saved the peasants into the gold mine next to the shop. And you know what? I've been yelling at humans to build the shop a little faster, because now the regen is really freaking good for Fortitude.
Yeah, and also the clarity is going to be wonderful. Again, there is no mana burn. Not yet anyways. But I assume on level 3, he's going to go for the 1-1-1. Or is he going to go full fiery mode?
Ooh, okay, first he's getting level 3. Big mana potion, sells it.
Dark Ranger!
You're a little... What? Okay, we've seen some Dark Ranger first experiments, but this experiment... What's happening? He forgot about her or hides her for now. What is this game, Remo?
It's level 2 immolation. That's a lot of damage from the burn. And I think, did he want to? Why did he sell the big mana?
I don't know.
That
It would have been a great amount of healing for using it.
Yeah, that seems kind of like, I don't know, like muscle memory from old. But nowadays, with immolation, you really appreciate mana. This is going to be taxing on the Moonwells, to say the least.
Dark Ranger. How good
Very
is
valuable
it?
to scout early. I think 40 now has to just set up a bunch of towers to make sure he doesn't get overrun by the skellies.
Alright, we're getting lowers, obviously. First attack upgrade also, but Expo is up and running. And tech has started as well within the 6-minute mark. That's always good. This is a unique game, that's for sure.
Everything with 40 here is really hurt.
Yep. Dark Ranger is getting skeletons at the Murlocs. Ooh,
Yeah,
this is
and
nasty.
he's creeping that real fast with immolation.
Oh my god. That is such a sick combo if done well. 5 skeletons takes him like, what was it, 10 seconds or something? Why am I had a little stutter there. Okay, there's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of hurt footmen and they'll be turned into the dead.
40 is trying to get one more creep for the level 3. He's so close. He's those water elementals badly. And now he's got it finally. Arcane Tower is active, shooting at the Dark Ranger. I like that targeting, I think. But very light on the towers. Shouldn't he have made more towers? It kind of seems so.
Maybe you wanted that tech earlier. Archmage kind of trapped by all the skeletons. Peasants are falling left, right, and center. What a sick timing attack. The militia are coming, but it's not the greatest counter against the Dark Ranger as long as she has mana. A little bit of focus fire, a little bit of immolation, and more skeletons risen.
Speaking of mana though, the Demon Hunter now dry. No immolation to worry about anymore. Nice water elemental to block in the Archmage. May still have to TP out though in the end. Seems like he certainly will have to.
But the shop is at the bottom. Ah, he has a regen scroll. Ooh, okay.
Oh, Dark Ranger almost got the kill!
Observer! Move! Oh.
Jesus.
I am very entertained by the first 8 minutes of this series.
Yeah, absolutely. Very action-packed. Dride's now coming in. Abolish Magic going to be ready soon, but we do have Defend. That's very important. And now that there's no more skellies, now that there's no more immolation, it's a lot harder all of a sudden for LawLiet to find these kills. And he's...
Level 4.
I was about to say all in, but he's not all in. He's counter-expanding behind this.
And he's level 4 prior to the 9-minute mark, slaughtering more and more and more peasants. Blocked, trapped, gets out though. Archmage 3.4, got a lot of skeletons, but they don't feed too much XP. LawLiet can fall back, has to fall back for that XP, for healing. And a lot. Oh my god, this moon juice is gonna be empty. Demon Hunter, 1/3 HP, empty mana. Dark Ranger, same situation. Okay.
Yeah, very nice attack by LawLiet here, doing critical damage. Had to do that because his expansion was so much later. It's in fact still not finished. But imagine if 40 had had a second Arcane Tower.
Yeah.
How different would this have looked?
Yeah.
This is a pretty big macro mistake, I think, by 40. Once you see the Dark Ranger, you instantly have to set up towers. This is the first mistake by 40 this game, but it's by no means over. He's got the Sanctums coming. He's going to have casters coming out soon, and a Blood Mage. A very strong late game hero, but can suffer if he doesn't get the levels needed.
Let's get some mana suck. Here we go. We have no second spell for the Dark Ranger selected, by the way. Could be Silence, could also be Life Drain, a very potent spell on higher levels, as I'm having a little lag again. Here we go, level 3. Silence can be nice to cancel mana drain. Oh, and it is Silence now. Okay.
At the right moment to get rid of one Siphon could be decent, but a Siphon, of course, low cooldown. In general, the Dark Ranger will fall off more and more when the priests come out. Both the Silence and the Skellies can be dealt with the priests once they have Dispel. That's still gonna take a while though.
Okay, hopefully we won't see it. We got a heal scroll in the Dark Ranger, also claws, pretty potent. We go for the mercenary camp for Fortitude, closing in on 50 food. With the blacksmith being a little late, it's added really late actually. So at the moment it's just casters. Now we can go for rifles if he wants to, it does so. Sorceress in the mix as well. Very nice to counter the Demon Hunter for a second, but there is disenchant for the Dryads. And here we go. Another attack by LawLiet.
And 40 doesn't want to fight yet. He still has a ways to go with his tier 2 army. LawLiet, of course, perfectly aware of this. That's why he's looking for free pickoffs right now. Between the two bases trying to catch the reinforcements, 40 has to reset the rally point, and he's doing so pretty well. No unnecessary losses. Is this rifle stuck, by the way? Next to the tower? Oh, yeah, that's stuck. Thanks.
These humans. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's a little unnecessary, and that is damage that he's missing. He needs this on the field. The piercing damage versus Dryad works really, really well as they are unarmored.
Second rifle stuck as well.
No! I mean, they're kinda safe from Demon Hunter attacks that way, but also not too much. Oh, what a horrible mistake.
Oh, double silence. Dude, he silenced everything right there. Oh, the priest on top of everything. Does he have a depth training on the priest? No, he sure doesn't. And this Demon Hunter is still large and in charge.
Illusion
nice timing by
well.
Colorful.
By LawLiet, you mean? You wish that your man was capable of such pushes, but this is a LawLiet special. Fortitude trapped in his base, no TP anymore, no access to a shop. This is disaster for Fortitude. The Blood Mage bites the dust, the Demon Hunter is still fine. There's the staff, gets it out, and Colorful is in shambles. No, Fortitude is in shambles. Professional casting team here, by the way.
Yeah, that's very painful. Great timing by LawLiet. Absolutely wonderful. And this is so effective because he did so much damage earlier. Dude, so much of this game comes down to the second Arcane Tower, honestly.
Oh.
And now LawLiet has taken a big lead. Oh, and what's this?
Yep. I saw it just there as well. There's a building 3 times on the bottom left-hand side. It's a glorious building that builds a glorious unit. Chimera Roosts coming up to end the game.
And guess what? Flame Strike doesn't work against Chims. Obvious counter.
True. And more immolation. Oh my god. I mean, there's still a big supply lead somewhat for Fortitude. He got breakers now. Chimps can't attack breakers. Immolation doesn't work against breakers. That's kind of fine. But oh my god. Nasty. Heal scroll trying to save the Berserker doesn't really work. Man, 40, if you want to stand a chance, probably now, as the Chimera Roosts were big investments not paying off yet. But LawLiet doesn't need any reinforcements, really.
Quite the slaughter now. Demon Hunter almost level 5. He's gonna just tap out. GG. 1-0 goes to LawLiet. And it's a bit of a shame for 40. The very early game looked really good. He minimized losses exceptionally well at the expansion. He set up the second base really well. But that Arcane Tower. I think that Arcane Tower lost him the game. The fact that he didn't have it. And LawLiet managing to punch that perfectly. Beautiful follow-up attack. Didn't get to see the Chims, unfortunately. But still, wonderful game by LawLiet.
And up next is Terrana Stand, Remo, as the human pick.
Yeah, I think that's mostly good, if not for the name of the opponent. LawLiet, of course, is the king of the Warden. I think, though, MK versus Warden works very well on this map. I think it's perhaps slightly MK favored. Terrana's, in general, a great human map. But of course, we must never forget about LawLiet's capacity with a Warden. But I like the confidence here by 40. He's like, yeah, whatever. You play your Warden. I play my MK. Or is it even Warden? Is it going to be Demon Hunter, perhaps? And then Demon Hunter to counter the Mountain King? Maybe the meta here has shifted.
Yeah, we haven't seen it too much, Terrana Stand. Not part of the Western tournament pools, mostly. I think you can creep up a storm with the Demon Hunter. Go into the middle, claim the 2 permanent items there within no time. And then I expect a lot of staff action. But I like that Fortitude is going for this as well. Mountain King, he has been very good against that. Also with Mass Air. Wouldn't rule out the possibility of seeing a lot of Dragonhawks here.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the meta nowadays for humans on this map specifically. Sometimes also on other maps. MK first, Expand, Turtle, Tier 3, Mass Air, and then probably Alchemist and Blood Mage, second and third hero. And in the past we saw that being quite difficult for Night Elves oftentimes to deal with. You can't really go any air units. Your air is just inferior, so you have to go mass Dryads, mass upgrades, and strong heroes. In the past, that would be Panda and Warden. Nowadays, Panda and Demon Hunter, I guess?
Yeah, I don't think you want to play this matchup without a Panda here on this map. Anything that Fortitude will be playing, a Panda is good against it. Whether it's mass casters, it works against them. Whether it's mass air, it works against them. And maybe Fortitude is going back to like 2015 and brings in the tanks, and then the Panda is also good against them.
Yeah, and especially works out well on this map because the human normally has the faster expansion, of course, but the knife has the faster tech, the faster second hero, and then grabs full map control with that, and then continues with Ancient of War creeping, and can normally level up the Panda very well. Terranastan, not the smallest map by any means, it has a decent amount of creeps, but not endless amounts. So if you pick up the Panda, creep a lot on the map, you don't oftentimes leave much for the human in the late game then to go for. On this map also, it often feels like the early game is really impactful. Depending on how much or little damage you take at the expansion, how well you transition into the mid-game, can oftentimes determine the game early on, just like the Arcane Tower did. So, Fortitude, this time, you gotta be a bit cleaner on the defense.
Let's hope it works out, and hopefully we get this game on the way. Thank you, Crewman Warcraft 3, for the 16-month resub. Much appreciated, guys. If you like what we're doing, back to warcraft.com/support. You find all the ways to support us there. Patreon, Twitch, YouTube, direct donation, crypto donation, merchandise. All there at your fingertips. While we look at LawLiet. Quite a successful run since his rise to the scene in 2015. He still lacks that big solo title, but same goes for Fortitude. LawLiet definitely more stable within his career and more meta defining, I'd say. But it's really good to see Fortitude back in shape. He's one of the more exciting players because he plays so different from Sok and Chemico. I think he's not part of that Korean think tank. He always has some new ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the first day of the group stages where he really wowed us by beating Happy in the best of 3, something that only the very fewest people can say, and that was with exceptional play. I said before, I think Fortitude's matchup against Undead and against Human in the mirror are unbelievable, but the other two matchups are lacking behind, in my view, and at the moment perhaps we're seeing a bit of that. But it's early on in this series, it's only the first map that we've played already, so there's still a chance to come back. But it's important to come back now. Being down 0-2 never feels good and is unlikely to get back from. Do we have stats on that, by the way? Would be interesting to know, like, across tournament games in Warcraft 3 history, how likely is it to come back in a best of 5 when down 0-2?
I guess that edge, okay, Focus would be in the top 5, maybe even top 3. I guess Happy as well, even though it's kind of rare. That he's down 0-2. But yeah, we see the recent results, which looks a little crooked, but hey, all last 3 encounters went to LawLiet. Will he make it for Terranastan? Here we are, finally. It's Fortitude on the upper left-hand side, it is LawLiet on the bottom right.
Crewman Warcraft 3 and call me Asobi. Thank you for the resub. Asobi says, thank you for hosting such great Warcraft 3 content, guys. That's our pleasure. Thank you for tuning in and supporting. Yo! Ancient of War, first camp natural.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've seen that before.
Well, that's a little Moon-esque, but skipping the mercenary camp is really interesting.
I think he can just creep the merc camp just with immolation.
I think so too.
That camp doesn't do that much damage.
Yep, and you could creep it with immolation and lightning shield at the same time. But you can do that later anyway. It's super fast. Huh, interesting twist. And also interesting twist by Fortitude. This is kind of what we expected, but it's Mountain King opening.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. MK against Demon Hunter normally didn't feel good as MK. You get burned a couple of times and then feel useless. But now with Immolation, might be a different story. And if the Demon goes Immolation plus Mana Burn, he's going to be a lot more squishy. Going to take a lot more mana as well to be active, and that becomes relevant with the Moon Juice. So yeah, I think I've not seen this encounter yet on Terranos with the new demon and the MK. How much Wisp repairs are you gonna need for this first Ancient of War, by the way? This camp normally does a good amount of damage. 3 Wisps, okay. Kind of expensive.
It is, but he will probably expand fast, and then he got the cost back relatively easy. 40 scouts it immediately. Almost got a last hit there. Nice movement. That's the repair done already. That wasn't that expensive. Demon Hunter with a ring +4. Love it. Every point of damage mitigation in the early game to save you mana points is granted. And welcome. So yeah, mercenary opening for 40. Natural expansion opening for LawLiet, and I wonder how fast will we see some staffs, because in the north, close to the 12 o'clock, there's a blue dot, which is a wisp, and I almost guarantee that we will see some staff action onto that.
Oh yeah, that could be very effective. We've seen that from the Warden tons in the past. Now it's going to be the Demon Hunter's turn. Great item also for the MK, by the way. The heal potion means once he's level 3, he can be very aggressive. Whoa! Or perhaps before level 3. He is not expanding. He's calling the boys.
What?
It's time for the first tower rush, baby.
Are you mad with the Mountain King?
Dude, the
Okay.
big healing here is so good. Oh,
Yeah.
and if he gets the creep jack,
Oh my god.
if he steals this item, it's lights out for LawLiet.
Who would have expected this, man? Goes into the Demon Hunter straight away. There's no mana burn against it. What a hard counter by Fortitude thus far. There's also not so much Moon Juice anymore. He
Get
gets
purged by the
bash out.
creeps.
Oh my god. It's a car crash for LawLiet.
Oh my god, this big healing is so game-changing. MK now would normally be forced to retreat or heal for a long time, but the big healing makes it so different. Next item for him. Big Involt, hell yeah! Alright, LawLiet has his work cut out for him.
How is Fortitude not smiling? How does he still have this killer view on his face? This is so problematic. No mercenaries for LawLiet. A level 3 Mountain King with insane items. And an expansion play on LawLiet's side. Clock is ticking though, obviously. If the expansion pays off, if the second engine of war of the tech is coming, then LawLiet stabilizes, but until then it's a long road.
Alright, Wisps have to detonate something, I guess. There is no mana burn. I think this expansion, or this main base rather, is dead to rights. Question just is how long can LawLiet hold on to the tree and get gold from it. But I think there's absolutely zero chance he can hold the main.
I mean, as I said, LawLiet is the best in defending these, but man, that setup is not made for it. He's trying to get a second engine of war up for defense and get more archers out, but especially with that piercing damage of the Berserker, that's such an easy kill on the engine of war. Yeah, he completely has to rebuild, and then Fortitude can just expand.
Yeah, he's gotta expand here himself.
Yeah!
It's gonna be fun. Alright. The bash and the level 2 Stormball so strong now. Going for the big target, the Berserker in the back, that's perhaps a bit of a waste. Good detonates. And LawLiet with good saves so far. MK didn't go for the easy archer kills. Boots of Speed, by the way, also would be hugely beneficial for both heroes.
Defend would also be amazing. Archer dies, and yeah, LawLiet is to a degree rebuilding already. Still trying to defend at home, but there's 4 towers coming up, man. This is, yeah, it's conquered. It's his.
Alright, this is where the game gets really weird. Now,
Now?
who's gonna be better at improvising? If this was Moon, I would say Moon wins, but it's not Moon. He's the king of these weird-ass games. LawLiet doesn't have a tech. He's got the Hunter's Hall coming. He's got decent resources. And of course, still mining from 2 bases, but not for too much longer.
The question is, how long will he be able to produce units? Are all Moonwells down in the base? I think so. But the tree will fall as well, and then he's supply blocked, so he has to rebuild the entire base. It is weird indeed.
The tree didn't survive that long. All those wisps probably dead as well.
More wisps are getting killed. Level 3.4 Mountain King still holding on to the big potion. Got boots, as you said. Demon Hunter not too bad equipped either. Would love to have some mana burn now, obviously, but it's not time for that. Stormbolt, surround maybe. There's no TP. Just invul and heal scroll. Walks it off though.
A bit sloppy. With a block, he could have at least forced the invul. Perhaps even more. Fortitude missing out on a few opportunities. That first Stormbolt earlier, didn't get the Berserker kill, didn't get another kill, didn't force the items here. And now we see Glaives coming. Dude, this is an amazing game. I love it.
Okay. Not the greatest damage type versus Footman. He also has Defend now Fortitude, so piercing damage doesn't do much against these footies. And he might have missed out on that opportunity for the surround at the shop, but not here. Invo
Can hold it.
Forced.
Hold
bad!
position.
Ooh, and now the Mountain King is in trouble. This is a forced potion. Should be at least. Massive damage. Don't surround Demon Hunters.
He's got the Regent Scroll Neo. It's all good. That shop early was so beneficial to have. Why is he not expanding though?
Yeah, maybe he's short on lumber. Did he pull too many boys? It doesn't work out so far, but what works out is the J Celerex gifted sub and the Chris sub for 25 months already. Much love.
Also no clarities. Fortitude making unusual mechanical mistakes that we haven't seen him make before. Like, could have had a clarity running, the expansion could have been earlier. But alright, we got new mercs in. These are LawLiets though. Oh, but the Demon Hunter!
Gets out for now with the heal scroll. Moon Juice, super dry, but once again, Immolation is there to save the day. No more mana on the Mountain King, has to rely on Bash Luck, but that doesn't work. Misses coming in as evasion is pretty strong of a passive, and 2 Berserkers now for additional damage. Another Regent Scroll necessary.
Yeah, and finally the clarity. Yeah, I think these are some noticeable mistakes. The late clarity, the late expansion, this could have all been a bit more high tempo for 40. But he's still got the 2 base soon. He's got the tech soon. If he holds on to this expansion for a few minutes, he's looking in a great position here.
I agree. And LawLiet is all in. He's tier 1, he goes Glaives. These Glaives have to work. And they gotta reconquer that spot on the bottom right. If not, they're absolutely useless as Fortitude is done with tier 2.
Oh, and healing is so hard for the demon. He's just catching the hammers. Thank God he's got a Shadow Priest.
I'm not so sure if he's catching them, man. They do tons of damage. They're hitting them right in the face.
He catches them like a girl. 2 seconds too late.
How is that a girl thing?
Of course it is! Bro, don't you remember? In school?
Dude, I will throw a hammer at you at the next offline event and I'll see how good you are at catching hammers.
Okay. And
okay,
then,
good. I got permission. Guys, you heard it here.
Yeah, we can do that. And we make it fair and after you catch.
No, I'm bad at catching.
Not a catcher, you say? I've heard different. That's a lot of Glaives.
Yeah, but this is also Blood Mage tier 2. What's he doing with these Glaives? Attack the main. Interesting.
Okay,
MK staffing home. Glaives, of course, very squishy.
He's buying time, but for what? There's no attack at this expansion. Dude, this is so weird to seeing human bases upper left and bottom right. Now we got Zeppelin play. I think this is what he was aiming for all along when he lost that archer at the lab before. So helpful against Siphon. So helpful for Glaive. So helpful for dropping into bases.
Yeah, Zeppelin is cool to disrupt the Siphon as well. It's always a possible play. And shouldn't Forty be bringing back his army? He could buy a staff, go to the army, and TP home. This would be the safest way to go. But he's got the militia as well. Those are helping. Oh, Stormbolt dodge with his Zeppelin. Nicely done. Forty needs to get on top of these Glaives, though.
He's trying. Close to the Demon Hunter is the Mountain King. He has no potions anymore after this one. Militia are cleaning the backline. Zeppelin play is phenomenal. Mana Suck is working quite nicely, but also the rifles falling quickly. This is just a slaughter. How long can LawLiet stay in this? The Berserker hurt. The Glaives hurt. The Mauler hurt.
No way.
He's going for the keep?
No way.
Oh my god, dude!
He's eliminating the tech.
Oh.
How? Dude, if LawLiet wins this is unheard of. But it's not over yet. The Demon Hunter is completely out of mana. The MK still has some juice left.
Level 4. Level 4. Blood Mage is hurt. There's still a big army. He can't repair against this! Or can he? Zeppelin, nicely calculated here. So many mercs on either side. The Zeppelin plays are gorgeous up until now. Demon Hunter Immolation once more. Militia coming in. Stormbolt doesn't do too much. Oh my god, the Zeppelin micro.
Now the mana's out. No Immolation anymore. The Militia are taking over. The Glaives in the back. Can he still do it? Did he dodge another Stormbolt with an invul?
Point blank, dude.
God damn.
He's so good. Invis, 6 save. Does he have access to the lab still? I'm not too sure. But apparently Fortitude holds.
Oh!
The
Zeppelin goes
crashes.
down.
Hero
That's
Rifleman. It's gotta be it.
MK's Invis going for the kill.
Bash.
With the bashes. That is enough.
And that's gotta be the game. What a game this was, though. 2 base Fortitude. He holds on to his tech. LawLiet on 1 base. No tech on his side. Trying to get the Mountain King. Doesn't get it. Just waiting for the tap out here. But oh boy, what a series, man. GG.
He almost did it. He almost did it, dude. That got way closer than it should have been. There should have been 0 chance for LawLiet. He didn't have a tech. He didn't have a second base. Fortitude had all of that, but somehow he made it close. Nicely done by LawLiet, but important win for 40 here to stay in the series. He scores where he needs to. And with Killer Instinct as well. He sees, oh, you go instant expansion with the Greedy Creep. Your demon's only level 2 and you don't have mercs? Well, that's interesting. Here come the boys.
Yeah, very, very unique game. Love to see it. Now the series is leveled. We're down to a best of 3, to quote one of Warcraft's greatest casters ever. And the next one will be played on Northern Isles, which is a LawLiet pick, which is not too common for Night Elf in general.
Oh yeah, interesting. Northern Isles always used to be a weak Night Elf map, because human could very well here instant expand and get a level 2 Archmage right away, and the Night Elf counter never seemed to be too potent. But of course, with the Demon Hunter, everything has changed. I'm not sure if I've seen this map in this matchup yet with the new demon. I'm not even sure what the creep route is, but LawLiet seems to have something very specific in mind. Always one of the first, always one of the innovators, especially when it comes to efficient creeping on new patches.
All right, let's see what he has in store and what route Fortitude is going. This should be rather standard on the human side. No Mountain King shenanigans, no pally stuff. Just straight up expansion is, I think, the way to go.
Yeah, certainly. MK, very hard to make work without a Merc camp. There are ways, but especially against Night Elf, I think you need the sustain to battle against the Moonwell, so Archmage here to be expected. If 40 is feeling bold again, he's anticipating greed again. He could even try to tower push once more. He's got a 100% win rate right now with tower push.
That's such a Neo thing to say. Jesus.
You seeing the patterns, Neo? You seeing the patterns?
I was spending too much time together recently. Away we go. It's getting cold outside. Northern Isles it is. LawLiet in the blue, bottom left, and Fortitude upper right. Seemingly in a good mood. Talking a lot, moving a lot, smile on his face. He's feeling it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Both players going to be going for the Tuskar camp first, which is not very greedy for the Night Elf, I would say. It's going to be a quick level 2 thanks to Immolation, and it should be Demon, of course. The greedy play would have been to go for the natural right away for LawLiet, and then get footy harassed, and then try to expand, and then lose, just like we saw before. But no, he's going to play it a bit more cautiously with the Demon Hunter first. Before he's talking to his stream, I wonder what he's saying.
I got some clips from that stream. It's wild, man. Did you see the pop-off of Fortitude after his win versus Sock?
No.
Dude, that was probably the biggest Chinese pop-off in Warcraft 3 history. And that's his entire stream. always. He's streaming on TikTok, so people can can check it out. Very entertaining stream.
Oh, he only streams on TikTok, nowhere else?
Yes. Like the Chinese version. It's not called TikTok, but it's the live stream division of TikTok in China.
Ah, okay. All right. The fortunate early game item here, the consumable, can make a big difference. And I know you like to think I meme about it, but I don't meme about it. Neo. The one of mana stealing here is insanely good.
Dude,
if you get it early, it is the best item you can get here. Unless you really need healing. So this item matters a lot.
yeah, it's super sick, but it's...
Scroll the bees, that's the worst. Rip.
It is probably the worst, yep, but you can sell it for a circlet, for boots, whatever. It's not the end of the world. Let's see what 40 is finding here. Once again, he's taking his approach to an expansion, I'd say.
One of mana steal. Bing! 2-1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One item will decide the game, nothing else.
Yeah, he wins.
Yeah? Okay.
Only the one of mana stealing can do it. That's how OP it is.
I want to see 10 push-ups if 40 loses.
I'm not sure how I can do that with the camera.
That's what I thought.
You know what? We're gonna add that to our wager. If 40 wins this map, you do 10 push-ups, and if he loses, I do 10 push-ups.
Okay.
We can also make it 20. You wanna go 20, baby?
No, 10 is fine, 10 is fine. Dude, I'm gonna be exhausted for the rest of the year after 10 push-ups, dude. Don't push me.
You gotta push yourself, baby.
Here's the expansion, and this is what I wanted to say, like, Fortitude's approach to expansions is rather safe compared to all other humans out there. Rarely rushed, focusing on levels, focusing on items, focusing on a better economy, and more often than not, it's working out.
Yeah, when he played a very similar opening against Happy, it was so brilliant, dude. He also weaved in a harass as well. He grabbed the tool scout first, then ran across the map. Oh, you wasted the first charge on the illusion. Okay, the bet is off. The bet is off.
No. The bet is on because LawLiet is a master manipulator using the illusions to bait that one of mana stealing. And you have to calculate
Don't
in
do
if
it
you
again.
take these bets.
Oh, he's TPing because the staff is coming into the main base. Observer.
Nice.
There we go.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. And that's the Wind of Mana stealing gone. That's 4 kills.
Oh, yeah, 40. That was not the perfect micro by any means.
Don't tell me he's stuck. Ah, there we go.
No, he was nice enough also to leave an opening for the Demon Hunter, but didn't use it. But
Did he staff into the base?
Yeah, exactly. So he didn't actually use the opening. But that was way more peasant losses than were necessary. AM trying to get level 3. He needs one more creep. Archers at the expansion. Demon in the main, perhaps.
Yep, that definitely... Oh, no. There was something blue, wasn't there? Maybe an illusion just. And more immolation. That's the not the last bit of mana for the Demon Hunter, but Moon Juice is dry. It's halfway nighttime. Perfect time to use it, and he gets rid of the tower. Love the Archer play specifically to target down the towers. For everything else, immolation is enough.
Yeah, 40 a bit too slow with a lot of moves here. Oh, and there's the Dark Ranger again. Uh-oh. I don't know if I can pull off these 10 push-ups.
Oh, Remo, I saw that you're bulking up. It's not making these push-ups easier, man. Off we go. Into the peasant line again. No mana anymore, though. But 40 is in deep trouble.
Yeah, here's where normally 40 would have to call the militia from the main base. But he lost so many peasants before, man. It's really hard to have them. And the footies also should have been in position earlier at the expansion to prevent the tower being cancelled. Small mistakes by 40, but they're adding up quick. And LawLiet is taking advantage.
And, again, a Dark Ranger. And that makes a ton of sense because there's no tier 2 on Fortitude's side. He's super short on lumber. He can't get the Arcane Tower up. It's just more skeletons. It's just more pressure. And 40 can't handle it.
And that's a lot of damage, dude. This tech is going to be so late for 40. He has to spam out more peasants footies all the time. But he kept losing them. And to make matters worse, Dryades are going to be out very soon, giving even more map control to LawLiet. Question is, though, what's the healing looking like? Moon Juice is going to be relevant.
200 and 1/3 of nighttime. It's not perfect, but Dark Ranger has almost no mana, so she can heal up fully. What's left? We got Slip. Oh my god, the damage on the Demon Hunt is also pretty good. Heal Potion early. Oh, a new staff. Where's it going? To the left-hand side. Okay, 40 should be ready for this.
Still no Arcane Tower, though. Sick punish against this late Arcane Tower. And the fact that the footies weren't protecting. It's more kills. Demon Hunter racing towards level 4. He'll be there soon. Good movement, though, on the footies. Not taking too much damage. But the Immolation is still racking up the damage counter in the top left. We've seen 30,000 damage plus before by LawLiet in this tournament. Let's see if we
That's a
get
lot
there
of
this time.
damage, dude. Dude, is there 200 heal potions? No, 20 heal potions. No. How many heal potions is that? Yeah.
30,000? That's a lot.
That's a lot of heal potions, man.
LawLiet, earlier with this build, he counter-expanded. He's not doing it this time. And he's not going tier 3. LawLiet might be running into the issue of having no transition soon. If he doesn't want to all in, he has to either go tier 3 or expand, and neither are happening right now.
Alrighty. That was a little bit of a lag. We saw it. Happens to LawLiet quite a bit recently. Yeah, Fortitude. You got some time to think, I guess. But oh boy, this is brutal. I mean, tier 2 has started. No counter expansion this time on LawLiet's side. Kinda has to win the game now.
He may still have time to transition, because the tier 2 tech, has it started by 40? I'm not sure, but if it has, it's still quite delayed.
Just said it! Goddamn Remo, open your ears!
That was just a little joke, of course. I totally miss it.
Of course. You know, that's my destiny as a caster. Nobody's listening to me. It's fine. I made so many wrong points in my casting career that I totally understand.
Yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. That's how it goes. Just like in this series, it's been going back and forth, but we're still early in. Yeah, I said earlier, I see LawLiet here as the big favorite, but if 40 can stabilize now, if LawLiet can't do really critical damage very quickly, or find the counter expo, then Fortitude might be in a very good position.
Okay, steals away the green camp. It could have been level 4. Dark Ranger level 2 now. Instant silence this time. Not that necessary at the moment, but will be later on.
It's not going to defend.
Yep.
Which is pretty weird.
Immolation! The farming simulator is on. With skeletons, of course. There is an arcane tower now to help. And first LawLiet is lagging. Now our streamer is lagging. Ah, we got it. Done though. Demon Hunter used the potion already. Of course, there's no MK or anything, so he can just staff out whenever he needs to. Big damage done.
That's all the Munju's gone. For good, though. Must be.
If only he had rejuve. But not just yet. I think it's worth it, though. He's also stealing so many camps away. What's left for the second hero of Fortitude to even creep? Nothing in proximity.
Yeah, that's true. But I think as long as it's only Dryads, he doesn't need a strong hero. Trust strong second hero. What is the proper second hero to play against Demon Hunter nowadays, by the way? Blood Mage on paper, good in the late game, but I think tempo-wise, he's just too slow.
Yeah.
Maybe it's MK, because there's no burn, but then he's gonna retrain.
Exactly.
It seems like there's just no clear good choice for human there.
Yeah, Naga is very inefficient versus Dryads especially. So is the Panda. Tinker needs mana as well, so same issue as with the Mountain King. Tough choice.
No defend. 40 didn't go for defend. That's a bit questionable to say the least. Got a lot of resources. He needs more time. Fortitude also considering which second hero to go for. He's at the tavern, and it is the Naga second.
Alright,
I suppose that's the best choice he can go for.
He
at least right now.
He needed something quick. That's solid control. And Fork Lightning might help against bears down the road. But man, LawLiet crept so much this game. Gets a mana. Sells the mana stone? Don't agree with that choice.
Doesn't like the mana. By the way, after you told LawLiet that I had my bet on Colorful, he messaged me on WeChat and said he was gonna delete me and never talk to me ever again.
Yeah, rightfully so. Why don't you believe in the LawLiet?
I mean, he's certainly not the first person to do that, so, you know, I'm used to it.
Yeah, of course. Did he seriously block you then?
I haven't checked,
Okay,
but would be funny.
He's a fun guy. I'm kind of surprised he didn't block you earlier.
Yeah, there were reasons. Huge experience lead for LawLiet. This is almost comical. He's 4 levels ahead. No, wait, that's 3 levels. Still, though, pretty good.
And Demon Hunters.
He might be running into a Dryad problem soon. Dryad's very good for the mid-game map control, but in the late game, not so much. This is where Tier 3 could work out really well for 40. And this is what I've criticized him a lot for in the past, this matchup. He is super hesitant to go Tier 3. Normally never does it. Is kind of stuck in the old school way of playing this matchup with Tier 2 only.
Yeah, LawLiet sees it now that there is no tech happening. He is transitioning. He is at Tier 3. He is going bears. More sustain with Reju, more damage with Roar, and of course the bears itself. Plus the opportunity to even go Mountain Giants if he wants to.
Yeah, and MGs are always very hard for the human to deal with. But really good movement by LawLiet, man. The way he's walking across the map and cutting 40 off wherever he can and limiting his creeping. Very nicely done indeed. 40 did get level 4 and level 2 though. That's pretty good. And he's going double heal scroll. He's building this big 70 army and he's going for the push. And I mentioned this earlier. This is what he basically always does in this matchup. And I think it doesn't work anymore, to be honest.
Tinker third with rockets. And I thought I couldn't fall in love with this guy more. It's great, man. If he gets the levels up a little bit, this is super annoying. It's great AoE damage. It's spammable as well. And 40 is forced into a town portal. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Oh, against the peasants as well. That's a lot of threat now against the expansion.
They're all clumped up.
Master. Is it done? Yes, it is. No master form yet, though. We do have still a few towers here. 40, by the way, also. He doesn't really have a front line, does he?
No.
Where are the breakers? Okay, he has like 1 or 2, but not too many.
Yes, precisely 2, as we can see in our cockpit overlay in the north. 3 bears, 70 food. If supply is even, man, this is almost unwinnable for human. Here are the rockets, here's the immolation, here's level 5, level 3 immo, let's go. 15,000 damage already. Staff on the bear, that's not lost. Breakers do quite some damage, but the rockets on the militia takes them out, eats them, and this is a lot of skeletons as well. Oh, DR. Staff's on cooldown. Interesting fight, man. 40 is still seemingly having a chance with all the rifle damage output, but this is a one-man show. This is all Demon Hunter right here. As my stream stops. There we go. Naga in trouble. Army in shambles. But 40 holds. For now. I seemingly have a Discord bug. So, let me fix that real quick. Mr. Remo Demo can't hear me currently. Gonna be right back, everybody. And we have a lag here as well. So time for us to fix this issue. Sorry, Remo. I'm working on it. And bugs and lags everywhere. Look how Remo's jamming. He enjoys this. Yeah, bopping. Bopping Remo. Can you hear me? Wait. There we go. Issues fixed.
Ah, here we are. I was just jamming out to the new music they have, right? The break music is new.
It's very good.
Feeling like in a luxury elevator. Oh,
Feeling
yeah.
a little cat jammy?
Cat jam, baby. Hell yeah. Alright. LawLiet struggling with some lag, but still seemingly in a good position. He's got the tier 3 lead still and the triple hero. But what he doesn't have is a super strong second hero. No panda for him this time. It is the Dark Ranger. The Skellies a moment ago were surprisingly strong, actually. Taking out more rifles, getting more Skellies and all that. Because 40 didn't have a depth training. Didn't have the dispel. And that was very painful right there.
I mean, we all know that dispel is usually coming in a little late because of the mechanic. But yeah, if you forget to upgrade it, that's a problem. Red spot for Fortitude now and no TP.
Oh. Has to go for the staff, has to sell some items, has to go for the TP purchase. It's taking long. It's all taking quite long. Too long.
Here's the portal now, but is the expansion... Oh, the claw is on the ground still. Rockets on the repairing workers, but no brute force. He doesn't get the kill on the second base, but in the meantime, LawLiet expanded for the first time himself. Naga far forward, catching so many hits, almost dead, forcing the potion immediately. Oh my god. Demon Hunter looking strong, 5.2. Oh, the Demon Hunter! No staff was on cooldown. The heals got a little bit too late. Hopefully, no lag. And that's
push-ups, push-ups, push-ups.
Tinker in trouble. Hold on. Bear's getting caught. There's no TP. That's just a staff for one bear.
This one's just for Kevin. Wait a minute.
We waited so many minutes with you, man. Okay, I think I have to refresh the stream real quick.
That's an enormous mistake, dude. Jesus Christ. LawLiet. Alright, first big throw of the game, if it is a throw. This would have been his game most likely, but losing that hero, man, that hurts. That gives the AM level 5, and the Naga is about to be level 4. And I always say, that level 2 cold arrow, that's really strong, man. You can't underestimate that. But still, supply lead with LawLiet.
Supply lead with LawLiet. Expo is up now as well. Can he hold his base? Reinforcements are there. 73 food. No nature's blessing though. Is LawLiet in time to hold this?
Front line is still looking minimal. Water elementals give a good amount of experience. The Tinker says thank you.
Also the Demon Hunter. 5.4. There is a solid shot for Metamorphosis this game. Immolation level 3 once again. Rifles just get annihilated. So is the Sorg. The Dispel is coming in. The Bears find a wonderful connection. Invo Potion on the Demon Hunter now as I once again have a lag. It's really, really spicy. Demon, demon, demon. This time he goes for the Invo. There was... Oh,
no!
What?
Dude,
Yeah.
what's going on?
I mean, you see him shaking his head. This is clearly a lag issue.
Ah, yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Oh.
That is very unfortunate. You can still win the game, actually. I think it's lots of bears here. But, that hurts. Losing the demon not once, but twice. The dieback.
Yeah, man,
Wait.
this is a hell of a lot of... Wait.
Wait,
It
you're
says
saying
LawLiet.
LawLiet has won the game?
What is going on? Is that just an issue? Is that a mistake?
If that's the admin ruling, that's kind of weird.
No. We continue. Okay, was just the graphics problem. Oh boy! Archmage still pushing forward. And the Demon Hunter, man. Can he even buy him back? He has 700 gold, but is the lumber enough? Apparently it is. Demon Hunter back. That was so expensive though. 1,300 gold down the drain.
LawLiet says a big army, though. Very huge indeed. Dark Ranger also about to level up. Tinker about to level up. Despite the hero losses, LawLiet still in the lead here, it would seem.
I think so too. He can rely on his second base. And ferries are coming in. That is brutal. brutal damage on top of rockets, on top of immolation. This AoE is absurd.
40's time is running out soon. The mains don't have too much gold left anymore. Wait. It's the combined amount of gold that's displayed here. I was confused for a second.
What do you mean? Yeah, the gold in the gold mines. Yeah. Okay, he does have one heal scroll, 40. I don't think that's enough as LawLiet gets the second. It's kind
the
of...
Dark Ranger isn't the most powerful late game hero. The Tri-Hero is still pretty good. Could also still go for an Orb of Venom. Although the Black Arrow hasn't looked too bad. The issue is Fortitude is getting outscaled. He's stuck on tier 2.
Yeah.
And he's getting overpowered by the bears, by the upgrades and everything that LawLiet has. And that has always been his issue for so long in this matchup. He doesn't find the window to go tier 3 like Sok and Chimiko, for example, have shown it before against Night Elf.
Okay, he's adding mortars now. But it might just be a little bit too late. What's the play now, though? It's, of course, you feel a little uncertain. Should I push now? Is another lag spike coming? Alright, make the way for the bears on the right-hand side, but there's a blizzard transition! Didn't see that coming. An insane late-game spell for AoE. There is blizzard to shut it off. Demon Hunter at 50%. Naga gets out, and so does the entire army. Well, that's the red spot for LawLiet.
Well, that could have been the worst position imaginable for LawLiet, but the rockets here helping out and the Dryades breaching through. Took quite some damage, though.
80 tier 3 food. Upgrades looking fine. But yeah, that blizzard, we've seen it, as you said, by Fortitude versus Sok, which there it won him the game. Will it win him this game again? But yeah, heal scrolls more important than ever. On both sides.
1800 gold left for 40.
I think it's more. I think it's bugged. I think it doesn't factor in the main gold mine for some reason.
That'd be weird. But should still be not too much time left for him. Double heal scroll. The fairies can win the air battle, perhaps. As there is no panda, there is no breath of fire. The gyros can win the air battle, obviously. Against the fairy dragons, that is.
Town portal for 40. Main base for LawLiet about to expire. Double heal scroll versus one heal scroll. But I like that Fortitude is still looking for these chokes. Let the bears clump up. Let Blizzard rain on top of them. There is silence to the spell, but it's expensive. You gotta hit it. And then you just spam Blizzard again. But he can also counter it with rockets. So it's a very interesting dynamic now.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think with the double disable, this Blizzard, if countered well, should have pretty low uptime.
Should. Okay, 900 gold apparently. The main for LawLiet is empty, but he has a 1300 gold bank. LawLiet, Fortitude, because of all the harass, is mining a little longer.
Demon also went for the Tome of Retrain.
Oh, true.
Mana burn now. Might be not too easy though to get to the backline heroes.
No immolation, no more. How long does the income of Fortitude last? He also has 1200 gold. Where do you attack? When do you attack? Apparently now. Both at 80. Both at a big bank. It's just about who plays this better. Gyros are coming in onto the ferries. Great connection! Okay, here we go. The Blizzard is missing for now. Archmage, not really part of this fight for the time being. The rockets can do quite a bit, but they're necessary now. Goes for the Naga with the mana burn. Bears are all being caught by the Blizzard. The rocket's a little bit too late. He's eating through the breakers. Level 5 on the Dark Ranger. Super important fight. Still neck and neck.
The blizzard damage is really ramping up. And the demon didn't get to burn all of the mana there on the Archmage. The Naga, though, is very dry. LawLiet falling back, trying to get into a better position. The cluster rocket's starting to look quite good.
Silence, not dispelled. Demon Hunter needs a staff. That was tricky. And a town portal out by the Dark Ranger with now level 2 rockets on the Tinker. No, level 2 engineering.
Huh. That makes the AoE bigger, if I remember right.
Yes. And also
Kinda cool.
Some movement speed and stats on the Tinker. And Fortitude is not mining anymore. He's trying to expand to the bottom right, but at the moment, LawLiet is the only one with income. And 40. Okay, yeah, just reorganize your room. Totally fine. At least he stays on the chair today.
It's a gaming chair that he has there, by the way. Nice setup.
It's a new DX Racer collection.
Yeah. You call it retro. Alright, 40, bringing everything. 85 supply, do or die. LawLiet, of course, still mining. And now, this is a good position for LawLiet, probably. Wide out in the open for the bears and everything.
I agree. And LawLiet thinking that the rockets got your change again, but no, Blizzard didn't patch that. You can't attack the breakers with the rockets. Nice burn on the Archmage, super important. Trying to catch him. Archmage, could have been caught there, but that's a free second mana burn. No potion, of course, so that's a very limited amount of Blizzard. And he's just going for the throat. Archmage it is, he has a TP, trying to force it. And everything gets eaten alive here. The fairies find a connection. Now the gyros come in. Might just be a little bit too late. Tinker has no mana anymore for too many rockets, but it should suffice in the long run. But what is 40 doing in this fight? What can save him possibly?
Slow's doing a decent job. Free seal in the back as well. But the mana burn was so important against the Blizzard. If there was Blizzard here, the bears would have all been toast really quick.
Demon Hunter's 5-8. Oh, look at it. The peasants provide some additional experience. Metamorphosis, and it's all over. Look at the breakers. He needs a heal scroll so bad, but he can't get it. Now into this choke. Now with Blizzard. Hail Mary by Fortitude. Lots and lots of saves, but everything is wearing a crimson mask. 5.9.
Great Regent Scroll right there. Demon Hunter almost on level 6. Incredibly high hero levels for LawLiet. And still at 80 supply. Still mining. And of course, LawLiet... 40 is completely broke. LawLiet must bring this home for sure.
I think so too. No gold for 40. He has to get the kill, but without mortars, it's really not that easy. Brilliance Aura 2 only. And one more kill is Metamorphosis. Dryads are coming from the north. Tinker will be the enabler with the rockets, and we see them now. Everything is done for the time being. Dryads flank them. Bears from the left-hand side. Dark Ranger a little further away, so their silence a little bit delayed, but still suffice. And that is level 6. And you know what that means? Superman has arrived. Fortitude can't deal with it, and that is GG. And match points LawLiet and push-ups for Remo.
Well done by LawLiet. Definitely a frustrating game for him. If this had been lost, this would have been really annoying. Losing the Demon Hunter not once but twice because of the lag that unfortunately he's experiencing, but still wins this game. Very nicely done by LawLiet. And 40, kind of like Echo Isles, not playing well enough defensively. You have to make sure the tower is up, you have to have the footies in position, you have to micro better in the main base, you have to lose fewer peasants. That was just mechanically not quite up to snuff, I'm afraid.
Would have loved to see some mortars in there as well. Not sure if they're getting targeted too easily, but there was a great amount of dryads, and mortars are the hard counter. Would have helped in the base race a little bit there as well. As you said, a little bit too one-dimensional at times by Fortitude.
And I wonder if you don't have to play a melee hero as human. Might suck in the late game against mana burn, whether you play Panda or Alchemist or Mountain King, but it seems like there's never enough frontline. And the Panda or an MK can be a big tank in the front line and help out there. I feel like there's still not a clear answer of what the right second hero is. It's so hard for human nowadays to have an efficient second hero. The best, of course, would be a Blood Mage if you get him to level 3. But that's so hard to do, because normally you always fall behind. Turtle Rock, by the way, are going to be our 4th map.
Yeah.
And how the hell are you ever going to expand on Turtle Rock in this day and age?
I guess you don't. Like, I thought of sleeping, dreaming, on drugs, whatever. Turtle Rock as the human pick in the series.
Yeah. Turtle Rock also doesn't have a merc camp, so LawLiet can't get mercenaries early.
Yeah.
This reeks of a tower push.
Yeah, definitely. Tower territory was the first thing that came to mind. Rush distance is okay. It's a big map, but you will figure out where your opponent is quickly. And then you just try it. But, I mean, if we guys know it, LawLiet knows this 100%.
Yeah, this must be the #1 priority for LawLiet. Scout for a tower push, figure out what's going on. And the Wisp positioning there will help him out. Fortitude! In dire straits, man. This is gonna require some expert play against a top Night Elf going up on Turtle Rock. And LawLiet gets the lucky spawn in the bottom left. Uh-oh. Not good for 40.
Okay, that is the lucky spawn because you can plant the Ancient of War here, get the bigger camp earlier, the bigger item earlier. He could have also crapped this in the top left with this little creep manipulation thingy. So, I wonder if there's a cool trick up LawLiet's sleeve with the rat spot and a Demon Hunter immolation. There must be, I guess, but maybe it's too risky against the tower push that we all expect. And we gotta say, this is match points against not only Fortitude, but the entire human race. He's the last one standing.
Absolutely, the pressure is on. It is the Demoner. For a second there, I thought perhaps he's gonna go Keeper, because Keeper is safer in the tower push defense. And this map is so hard to expand on that maybe you don't need a Demon Immolation against expansion play, but no, it is Demon Hunter. All the Night Elves enjoying the Masked Man quite a bit.
I mean, it's so great, especially again in like this situation. He has the disable against heroes. He has AoE damage against workers and footmen. He's also super tanky, and his right click hurts a lot as well.
Yeah, good. Right click, he's strong in the early game, mid game, late game. He's fast. He's a great orb carrier. He can do kind of everything. Yeah,
he needs summons, though.
Next patch.
My god, can you imagine?
Doesn't need to be summoned, though. With Immolation, he creeps faster than any summon hero.
What if you could have both? Yeah, this is definitely an immolation position. There we have it. 40 rushing across pretty much right away.
Oh! Ancient of War. Oh, almost deny. Whoa, that was close. That was Millisekunde.
Which is German for millisecond. And yeah, Archmage Harass. What are these turtles doing?
You wanna join in the fun? LawLiet now gonna have to defend. Are we gonna call the boys? Is there gonna be militia on the way? It doesn't really look like it. 40 could start the tech right now if he wants.
I've seen a couple of human picking Turtle Rock in tournaments. Sock was also playing it, but that looked like, yeah, a little bit of a suicidal mission. We have a tech, so one base human play.
Alright. One base human, rifles coming, Naga second, one would assume. Stream jumping a bit for me.
Very annoying. Harass, always on the Moonwell. You want to have the Moonwells up during nighttime so they can regenerate their mana. Not the case here. I think this is so far a win for Fortitude, even though his strategy as a whole is a little bit of a liability. What he plays great.
Yeah, LawLiet intentionally didn't use any immolation there. Wanted to save that mana, wanted to deal with the footies slowly to make Moonwell recovery easier for the demon, and also probably to be able to creep better once the human finally has to run home, which now he does, as there's a blacksmith coming for rifles, and I like the shop as well. This could be very valuable Regent Scroll.
Yeah, could also go for a tier 2 tower push. Naga second, call the boys, 1 or 2 rifles, off we go. This was what all Night Elves were scared about when the patch notes hit and theory crafting. We don't have our 2 reachers anymore, how are we supposed to hold this? Well, turns out they can.
The only thing you need is immolation, baby. And we do have that. Oh, Wisp sees the Archmage. Can 40 sneak an expansion here? That would be bold. That's why the Demon Hunter is across the map. He wants to be in position right away to be aggressive if he has to.
Okay. Good.
There's an opening!
Oh no! That's not good. There's also no tower. With the tournament life on the line, he's inviting a full mana Demon Hunter into his main base.
Alright, the Arcane Tower finishes and somehow it was only 1 footy that dies in the end. It is losses minimized. Oh, nice saves.
Rifle not stuck. Archmage hurt though and only level 1.
Yeah. That is very annoying. Stuck on level 1 for a very long time. Oh, and the demon comes back to cancel the region. He knows exactly what to do.
Yay. This is fun territory for LawLiet now. Both heroes at below 50%, but one has Moonwells, the other has not. Regent Scroll has to work overtime. It's of course healing over time. And if you get attacked, gets cancelled. So very limited use now. Can't really creep. And the other side, LawLiet, tier 2, done. Naga second. Lore's coming.
It's looking rough, dude. Oh, he doesn't even have a Watch Elemental at the moment to creep.
3 footies, a rifle, and a dream.
Yeah, Turtle Rock, man, it's a rough map. And I don't know why we still have Turtle Rock and Amazonia in tournaments. Just saying.
It's vintage. Dude, the Terranos stand game was amazing. But
Is it Terranos? I meant AZ.
Maybe I didn't listen to you. Just say Terranos stand out of spite.
Now, who would ever do that?
I don't know. But yeah, TR and AZ, I definitely agree. But we can't change the fact now. And we're trying to creep this with the Naga second, which is also what we expected. But LawLiet creeps again in the front yard of Fortitude, getting close to level 3, tacking to tier 3. This should be smooth sailing into the lower bracket semifinal now.
Yeah, to make matters worse, he found Quel'Thala's boots.
Well, that's pretty good. For a Demon Hunter, but not for a human.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tax beyond the Naga if you want to be generous.
And armor.
And armor. 1.2 armor, baby. Let's go. No, wait. How much is it? 1.8, right? 1.8, I think. Remember when Rings of Protection gave 2 armor? Those were the days.
Back in the day. Thank God you changed that, Remo. It was one of your better changes.
I don't think I was responsible for that one.
You're responsible for everything.
Alright. Take it.
I hope that 40 has some kind of timing in him that really surprises me, but at the moment, Turtle Rock is all LawLiet, and he has the Demon Hunter in the base because he knows that everything is heard, so 40 can't even retreat properly.
Let's go with the Beast, by the way. I'm not the biggest fan of the item, but in a poor strat can be very good. Demon in the main. The Arcane Tower has some work to do.
Fortitude gets outplayed so hard.
Yeah, he's getting kind of picked apart here.
Sad ending to a great tournament run. If oh my god, oh
my god, what chain lightning?
Multi-kill. Who needs chain lightning, dude? When you have a Demon Hunter right click. Oh.
Regent Scroll. We all good, baby. We all good. Don't worry, 40. You still got a chance. Anything's possible.
Everything's possible. Okay. Wanna bet? Wanna do some push-ups? Is he going for a steal? Demon Hunter gets it. Pretty hurt, but also the perfect item with the big healing. Yeah, the stars align for LawLiet.
He lost one Dryad, though. That kind of hurts, and the Bears aren't really ready yet. There is perhaps a small window. But LawLiet also wisely went for an AP in the main. I like that a lot. And 40 isn't pushing yet.
Yeah, he takes a sweet time. That's also Master Bear upgrade there. Orb online. Okay. Yeah, this push somewhat hits to hit hard and fast.
Always going for the immolation play again.
Yep. Why wouldn't he?
It's so weird for human nowadays. If you don't wall off your main base, there's a wisp running in and the demon staff's in. I mean, if you do wall it off and you can't get in with your own army. But if you don't, then demon can just keep running in. It's a sad day for 40 and the humans, it seems like.
It is. I mean, they had some glorious moments in this tournament, and 40 shows once again that he's the best, but yeah, not today. There is a little bit of a supply lead. The push is coming in now, but he has to cross the entire map. Gets the double heal scroll and the scroll of the beast. He's taking another spot. It's not getting better for you, mate.
Yeah, after you killed the Dryad, maybe you should just pushed in.
Yeah.
It's easy, of course, for us to say. We saw how many Bears there were, which was very few. LawLiet was down at 35 supply only. But that being said, normally when you go for a push strat, the sooner, the better. Now there's a wall off. Alright. Peasants are safe.
For now, until they open it up again, digging their own grave. What do you got this time? Flute? Okay, that's a big help for these rifles. We got long range, we got this spell. LawLiet at the rat spot. This is a good timing to go for the push. But it's also a rat spot item for LawLiet. Naga has a town portal, demon can staff back. It's the Katka's pipe.
No repair. No repair, he just loses the AP without repair. Big mistake by LawLiet.
And he's not town portaling either, rather flanking. Engine of War is holding the fort. And the Demon Hunter finds a good connection there. Sorceress to slow him down. Also the Bear, pretty hurt, but Immolation is on and right clicks on the Archmage just to get him out of harm's way. But 2 heal scroll and the Beast Scroll. Can they save 40 and force game 5?
Not the worst position, honestly. But now it turns nighttime. Demon Hunter low HP already has used the heal potion. Staff is on cooldown still. LawLiet is not out of the woods here yet.
Okay, Moonwell down. That means LawLiet supply block, but the backup Moonwell is almost ready again. He didn't use a single scroll. So far, this is pure wins for 40.
Katka's pipe is very nice to have here, though. But more mana for the Bears, especially also for the Demon Hunter, it helps. Right, now we engage. Orb of Venom on the Naga, and in we go. Oh, abolish, surprisingly. Alright, there it is now. And the Bears starting to connect. It's quite a few. Scroll of the Beast popped. 40 trying to fight. LawLiet backing up away from the scroll.
Makes sense. Clock is ticking. He sacrifices the Engine of War for it. Regens a little bit. Super wells are finished. Still no heal scroll. Demon Hunter struggles a bit to find connections. The kiting game by 40 looks good, but now the Archmage exposed. Careful. Wisps are in for the detonate against the backline, but can't really connect either.
That was a bit scary again. There was the staff still on cooldown for a second. If there had been a Fog Lightning, could have been rough. But the demon gets back and heal one more time. Oh, and there's so much rejuve. Man, this Katka's pipe came right at the correct time.
Yeah, but it's 20 supply lead for Fortitude now. He did a good job dealing with these Moonwells, forcing a lot of resources out of LawLiet. This is still do or die, obviously. But this is working way better than expected. The Bears being picked up one by one, I think. There we have it. Orb of Venom though. Double Orb of Venom. Huge damage boost. But LawLiet, he's just losing one unit after the next. Immolation now in the middle of a lot of units. It's the Demon Hunter who has to save this game for LawLiet.
Yeah, all of a sudden, where is this threat coming from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Was just getting pummeled the whole game. But in the push, all of a sudden, it's looking good. Oh, but the Naga. What about her?
Fork Lightning, Demon Hunter, problematic! Staff out! We have 700 Moonju still left. Is that the moment where the Naga is gone and the Demon Hunter is saved that shifts the game back into LawLiet territory? The supply gap is narrowing. The heroes are getting stronger by the second.
Demon charging in, trying to do as much damage as he can, but the Bears especially seem pretty squishy. Still a big army for 40. Level 5! Ooh. These water elementals can't be dispelled so easily.
Exactly. He's taking quite some hits. Demon Hunter 4.3, Fork Lightning again, but that was the last one. 40 does an absurd job in pulling back units, healing them up, sending them back into the front line. But now he dropped 20 food and 46 human supply on tier 2 is not that scary anymore.
LawLiet's army also tiny though, and we have to remember soon it's going to be daytime. Without Moonju's regen, this might finally go Fortitude's way. The Naga is back. Now we got the Cold Arrow. LawLiet about to lose more, and it looks like
what
Forty back in the series.
Okay, we still have a couple of seconds here. Immolation, Fork Lightning, great AoE. No heal scroll no more. Demon Hunter needs the staff again. I wonder how many potions are left though.
Can't be too many. A bit of juice there in the back as well. How did this game turn around? What even happened?
I got no clue. He didn't town portal, he lost the AP, and then he lost building after building, and Fortitude grew stronger. Shop is gone. No more potions. That's the answer.
And looks like LawLiet's being spooned to death here slowly but surely. Yeah, the AP, that was a big mistake. That was kind of unforgivable, honestly. LawLiet's still trying. He's got 2 heroes and 2 units.
Detonates again. Hits the heroes hard, but not the backline. Again, the kiting game by 40, so strong. And water elementals can't be dealt with. The rifle's a little bit exposed to the bears, but it's okay, I think. Focus fire on the Demon Hunter. Got a potion, staffed out. A lot of hurt units. He would love a Fork Lightning right now, but the mana is dry.
Or are you thinking about a heal scroll maybe? Would love to have one. This is a pretty close affair. But now it's a long daytime ahead of us here.
Yeah, that's usually where Fortitude has to close out the game. LawLiet.
Next water elemental. It's also going to be a big help. Let's get the mana in a bit.
Still no mana burn. Obviously, but he's pushing back. Rifle falling. Almost an all-out for LawLiet here. Last potion. Staff is ready, of course, but he's doing good damage. Trying to stay in this for as long as he can. Naga in trouble. Demon staffed out. And this Naga falls. Oh, the town portal swap so sick.
He's out of range for the TP.
No way.
What are you doing?
Oh, no. What a gift.
Oh.
What a gift. Fork Lightning again. The bear block. Invis safe, but too late. Disaster!
Oh, no. Dude, this game is crazy. It keeps going back and forth. And now LawLiet seems to be the one with a big lead.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. What a game.
God damn.
Both pretty broke on lumber. LawLiet has to rebuild quite a bit, especially that shop. Demon Hunt is still hurt. No reju at the moment. Can 40 muscle up for another push? Dude.
Going to the shop. These items, very important. Invuln for the demon, almost level 5. Should he retrain maybe?
I think he steals the heal scroll or gets the dust against Invis. Dude, I think, by the way, without the Catgas pipe on LawLiet, he's dead.
Oh yeah, 100%. Big item here. What's the turtle gonna give? Big healing, very good.
Quite a hero-focused game here. We get the last bit of the rat spot, level 5. Yes, of course, there's a scroll of healing. And now everything is healthy once again, but this is 60 human food pushing into the Night Elf base once again, and LawLiet a little bit out of position.
Double level 5 heroes against 5 and 4. And here we go again.
Shop is down. Backstab by bears in the north. We have some immo, but we also have detection. Fort lightning on both sides. Demon Hunter has an invo potion. Needs to use it soon. My stream is spiking. I don't know what's happening. There we go. Seems like a lot of losses for 40. That's like 12 supply wiped out immediately.
But their bears are low. The demon is low. The Dryad's always vulnerable against these rifles, though.
Fort lightning. Next Fort lightning is gonna hit so hard. Naga in trouble, has the potion, the fog light, oh no, only for the hero. I think that was a big shot if you go for the army, but he wants that Naga gone to have left control. Demon staffed out, Naga dead.
No way!
And with that, LawLiet, it works, but on what cost? The bears, I don't see them. The Dryad's getting annihilated by rifles. This
demon
is
in the
not
back.
over.
Way in the back!
Oh no, Archmage finds him next to the trees, nowhere to hide. Water Elemental, he wants to drown him. And that is the kill.
Oh my
level
god.
6.
Oh my god. What the hell?
What the
Crazy,
hell?
crazy game.
Demon Hunter's back. Huge buyback. The rifles are in range of the Dryads, one after the next. But he's losing his entire army. Naga's also back. Busy bartender at the tavern. What the hell?
Level 6 Naga! Her ult doesn't do anything though.
Mana
Has to TP
shield,
out.
I guess.
Oh my god, dude.
What the hell?
Demon died in the main! What? Somehow! Magic! Or was it the water elemental? It may have been the water elemental.
He didn't realize it either. He looks a little stunned. What happened? But man, the smile on this man's face. We go game 5, baby.
Oh my god. Somehow he wins Turtle Rock. I have no idea. He was getting absolutely walloped.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No chance. Dude, AM got level 2 at like 4 minutes in. It was terrible. Maybe 5 minutes. Didn't have enough water elementals for creeping. Couldn't heal. Healing was getting cancelled. Demon in the main with immolation. Peasants dying. And then he wins. And then he wins. And what a confidence booster this must be.
Oh my god, Smile is back. That was also like double heal scroll and beast scroll was of course really good. But on the other side we had the Katka's pipe, so I really don't want to blame it on items. Fantastic game, such a sick tug of war. God damn, I love Warcraft 3.
That was sick. I was counting him out. I was like, all right, this is it, guys. LawLiet versus Colorful match tomorrow. But no, Fortitude. He's showing real grit. If he wins this series now against LawLiet, who is always amazing against human, in what's normally his weak matchup, Fortitude has really proven himself today if he can make it work now. Concealed Hill for our last map. This one might look similar to Turtle Rock, perhaps, because expanding here, probably impossible.
I think so too. But I also thought that winning Human vs. Night Elf on Turtle Rock is impossible. Fortitude is defying Warcraft physics. And again, we can't rule out the possibility of a tower push. He did this before. What a miracle.
This was one of his favorite tower push maps always.
Yes. Pick the Naga and go.
Ooh, the pressure's on. This is gonna be interesting.
Tournament, oh man, we counted him out for like half an hour after the defeat on Northern Isles. But no. Kicking, screaming, pulling hairs, whatever it takes. 40 brought it to TR. Can he do it again? Can he do it back to back? So far, it's win trading the entire time. LawLiet 40, LawLiet 40. I don't know, but I see a pattern there.
Do you?
And that says that LawLiet is gonna win game 5. But man, nothing's impossible anymore.
And the pattern has also shown that the victories for Fortitude were always pushes. MK push on Terran Stand, Archmage Naga push on Turtle Rock, where he was so far behind, but then magically made it work. All that creeping really helped him out in the end with all those items and some additional levels. We were perhaps wrong to doubt him, It seems like now the players are needing a bit of a break. Understandable.
Yeah.
This has been hot and heavy.
Dude, I need an oxygen tank myself, and that is pre-push-ups. TP League,
Yeah,
there's
maybe.
something magical about TP League. Like the finals were absurd last time, and this is just 1 out of 4 qualifiers. And it feels like the world depends on the result of this tournament.
Yeah, super sick. It's been wonderful games so far that we've seen here. Through the qualifier, the group stage, and now the playoffs. And of course, the best yet to come. In case you guys don't know, this is going to continue over the weekend as well, Saturday and Sunday, where also we have 2 best of 5s with Cuttaful and Labyrinth and Happy and Lynn also still in the running.
Exactly, and as far as I know, the final is going to be best of 7.
Oh, yeah.
We love ourselves some best of 7s. And yeah, I mean, Remo just said it. Tomorrow is Happy versus Lynn. Like, cancel all your plans. You got family coming over? Pfft, send them a text message. Don't even call. Just text message. Sorry, I'm busy. You gotta postpone it. If Happy is playing Lynn, you will be in front of a screen. Except Remo, who's not there tomorrow.
I'm gonna be sending all my spirit energy to you.
Thanks.
To, give it all that it deserves. It's gonna be sick. What's the mindset now for these two? What's going through their heads as we go to map 5? Who can keep their nerves together better? Has LawLiet received a bit of a confidence dink after that map looked so good for him? It looked like his way was paved already into the next round. But then Fortitude proved with a push again. Maybe pushing is his way to victory.
Yeah, we said it since the patch notes. Rifle pushes very strong. Didn't expect it this strong though. Thank you very much, Tone Zone, for the 21-month resub, and the Tommy Chuck for the 71-month resub. Yeah, good question, man. I think, like, for me, everything but a Demon Hunter opening would surprise me greatly. I really hope that LawLiet doesn't think that he has to do something fancy like he did against Happy on game 3, where he was rushing across, trying to be super cheeky and steal camps away. I think it's not necessary. I think if LawLiet plays his A game and plays the standard, he wins this. It's up to Fortitude to challenge the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I think the game's about to begin here. A minute or so, and we should be ready for the last deciding map.
I don't know if you can be ready for anything like this. This is almost everything I wanted from this series. The only thing that's missing is like Fortitude playing tanks and LawLiet playing a Warden on one map, but apart from that, great series.
Yeah, definitely. One of the most entertaining ones we've had so far, and there have been plenty here in the TP League. One last deep breath, and we're about to jump in. It is a big question here, what we're going to be facing. Fortitude. His expansion plans have not worked out. The aggressive style, which he was kind of known for a while, seemed to lead more to success.
As we're informed by our mod Smoke, every series in the predictions has been 45 to 55 or even 50-50. Super close bets. It's nice to see. That's how we like our Warcraft.
Get those channel points in.
Got a game, Remo. We got a decision.
Hell yeah.
Game 5. It's time. Who will survive to the final weekend, to the final 4? Fortitude in the upper right hand side, LawLiet bottom left.
Okie doke. Demon Hunter, Archmage, of course, here to be expected. I really hope he doesn't bust out the Warden. I mean, we love LawLiet, we love his Warden, but stick with the standard, baby.
Some love him a little more than others. But yeah, this should be a Demon Hunter, and it is a Demon Hunter. There's too much on the line. Every qualifier you earn points, and you really want to be part of that final 8 that are in the TP League playoffs in summer. And now Fortitude, what's your play? It is Archmage, it's no Naga tower push or anything. So do you go for the huge gamble and expand on CH against the Poison Creeps and the Immolation Demon Hunter? Or do you go for the push again?
That would be so risky. You know, most Night Elves nowadays are busy in the early game with creeping, so you could try to be super cheeky and instant expand, but boy oh boy are you screwed if the demon shows up. So I don't think he wants to risk all that. The footy's at the lab. Oh, then we're going for lab creep first, which would be a great jumpstart for the Archmage.
Oh, he's doing it. LawLiet sees it, so now he has to make a decision after this camp. Do you want to rush over and try to get a last hit? I think that's what he does. Now it's Fortitude with the pauses. Ah, like it is.
That only helps build the tension even more. Early game, we got a rough understanding of what this game is going to be. Doesn't look like a fast expansion, although I guess you could fall back and still go for the expo. But normally when you go for the lab, you follow up with aggression. You get level 2 if you creep the lab fully. And Fortitude, we've seen him hunt down some wisps before in Turtle Rock. And that was successful. Got quite a few wisps there. LawLiet still managed to get into a good position after. Alright, and we continue. Important item as well.
Exactly. All the consumables in the world here up for grabs, and LawLiet takes a pit stop at the crabs to get level 2 prior to an harass, and 40 goes for the golem and then leaves.
Yeah, he's not killing the inner fire units. Feels like that it takes too long. Okay. But the demon's already level 2 with immolation. That works very fast, as we all know. 40 though can start the tech, creep the green with his peasants, and creep greens on the other side of the map, and maybe looking for a fast level 3 if he can.
Sweet play so far. Definitely out of the ordinary for Fortitude. He saved up that creep route for important matches just like this. LawLiet sticks also a little bit interesting, going for the crab at that stage, keeping the opportunity open to see if Fortitude is finishing the camp, then he attacks, and if not, he pulls back to the turtles.
Yeah, very important to not give this turtle camp to the Archmage, otherwise he'll be easier level 3 for the AM. It's not enough, is it? With the peasants at the orange, I don't believe it is. But the green, next to the main, would be enough. AM now, with the dust, ready to go into the main base.
Off we go. Demon Hunter not the greatest inventory. Footies are here, archers are here. Moonjuice very dry. And do we have dust? We do have dust against Shadow Meld.
Demon using a lot of time to get the boots.
Yeah.
Not helping the defense at all. The demon's standing still. He's on hold position. Now he's moving again. Oh, LawLiet. And the militia are creeping in the meantime. This AM's going to be level 3 in just a second.
Uh-oh, huge opening for Fortitude. Pretty much the contrary of what we've seen on Turtle Rock. Lots of losses, 2 archers and a wisp. Archmage level 3 now. Who needs creeping when he can farm the Night Elf?
The footies still have to run away from the Demon Hunter. The immolation proving here to be quite good again. But if you split the footies, no longer so effective. And LawLiet under serious pressure. Some of the heaviest he's been under the whole series. The
Hunter's Hall is also late. He can't get killed on the board. He can't get level 3. More pushes by Fortitude. Finds the Hunter's Hall. Exactly. Has to be a cancel. Has to be a cancel. LawLiet, that's so much gold. Oh no!
Oh, we didn't cancel in time.
That was
all that
so
gold now gone.
Expensive. Fortitude is just exploding. LawLiet wasn't ready for this at all.
Fortitude could go for a Naga soon on tier 2. This could be the nail in the coffin already. Fortitude with the upset. You were right to say that it's going to be close. I thought LawLiet was going to have a field day today. But 40 with some insane pressure play here on map 5.
80-20, my buttocks. Wisps also not detonated. LawLiet is not playing his best at all. Very, very sloppy early game.
Nice creep out here by 40. It worked out really well, but he's falling back now. He knows he's got the slightly later tech. LawLiet the first with the Naga, and that will finally push away the human advance. Demon at long last gets level 3 from the Water Elemental. But he doesn't have a Hunter's Hall, dude.
Yeah, that is seriously problematic. What can you do now? You need to buy so much time. Archmage caught, that helps, but Frost Armor not enabled.
And 40 is thinking about the second hero choice. Oh, his lumber was really low. Super low. I guess understandable with how much militia creeping he was doing on the way to tier 2. But now he's got the Naga, and I like that choice on one base a lot. Like I said earlier, in 2 base, I feel like you need a tank maybe. But in 1 base, Naga is working out well. And now we got the slowdown against the demon.
Okay, Archmage is pretty hurt. He's chasing the Naga. He's buying time. LawLiet is going straight tier 3. You can play mass archers to a degree. Wait, do you need 100 Soul for marksmanship? You do, right?
Yeah.
So he has to add it at some point. But for now, it's the Demon Hunter show. But Fortitude is countering. Hero pressure on both sides. Potion pop, but that's the Archmage under fire now. And he's forced into a TP and a big potion. Will the Naga survive? We'll see in a bit. Oh my god, the last hit! The absolute last hit!
Last arrow gets it. Is he stuck next to the tower? That would be kind of fitting. No, never mind. He's got openings. Alright. Was almost punished there for not having bought the boots earlier. But the hero survived. Only the TP is gone for 40. He got the hero kill. LawLiet at least buying time for his tier 3. Mass archers. I haven't seen that since WGL days.
It's been crazy powerful with immolation. But you need a great amount of archers for that to work, and some upgrades. Can't get upgrades without a 100 Soul. LawLiet is just trying to stabilize at this point, I think. No defend on Fortitude. These footmen will melt, obviously. Demon Hunter is still level 3. No mana burn. Level 2 immolation throughout the entire series.
Feels like we're on a knife's edge here. This is a very tense moment. Fortitude, what's his plan? Since he's not facing bears, maybe he shouldn't even push. Maybe he should just creep up the whole map. Build a big army later with breakers and stuff. But does he know about the mass archers? I'm not sure that he does.
He might have an idea. He should scout by now. Wisp. Detonate this time. It feels like LawLiet is stabilizing to a degree. Not necessarily state of the game, units, heroes, etc. But just making way fewer mistakes than in the early game where he was completely overwhelmed.
Moon's is looking okay still, but he's gonna need plenty more to heal his Demon Hunter up soon. No rejuve, obviously. Adept training coming. Peasants were pulled, but sent back.
Okay, a little indecisiveness by 40. We have an orb up. Oh, illusion, block. Naga almost caught there again. Heal scroll invo potion on 40. No TP.
Second sorceress now, that's a big help. You need that slow against the demon, of course. And there's obviously no Dryad Dispel. The most simple army that a Night Elf can have. Mass archers. Nothing else.
40 is pretty well equipped currently. 10 supply ahead. Pulling back. Nice that LawLiet is scouting for the red spot. Oh, but it's 40 who's in position. Yeah, that ain't working. That shouldn't work. Oh, they're creeping side by side. Ships in the night.
Does LawLiet have the damage to take out the Overlord right away?
With archers, you should. Maybe if... Oh, he doesn't have Fork Lightning.
He doesn't have Hunter's Hold for marksmanship either.
Yeah.
Yep, he's taking a bunch of damage. This is a bunch of damage.
Oh my god, and it's daytime. He needs a sick item. That is not one of these sick items.
Oh, it's
and
looking
he's
bad.
getting creep jacked. He has
looking
no
bad.
TP, only a staff. Dodges several bullets here.
LawLiet in terrible, terrible shape. He is so far behind now. He's got no good transition in the works. He's already behind in this game. He's got no advantages. He's got the weaker heroes, weaker tech, weaker army.
And 40 realizes this as well, as if he's listening to you. That staff was fine. Oh, that archer misrallied as well. Such a sloppy play. 23 food down, 700 gold floating. He needs a massive defense.
Looks to me like he almost needs a miracle. But it seemed like last map, it was 40 able to pull off a miracle. Maybe now it's LawLiet's time. He has to play intercept. He has to play hit and run. He absolutely cannot take a straight up fight.
Is Fortitude expanding on the high ground? Yes, he is. He's not pushing. I mean, he's doing both.
Yeah, 40's saying, alright, enough is enough. I'm in your main base. I'm gonna attack your main tree. You better come home, buddy boy.
Moonwell's looking dire. Bottom third. It's all down to orbs and focus fire. The buffer building, the Ancient of War, is gone. The expo will be finished in a few seconds. And if, yeah, this is up. Like, how do you break this with 40 food? Also, the Moonwells are falling. You can't get higher than 40. And he's just wiping out these archers.
Very good control on the demon. Always using the cold arrow when he can and the slow from the Sorks. Demon is doing good DPS with the immolation. That seems like he's the only one. He gets level 4, invuln forced. Level 3 now on the Naga with level 2 Fog Lightning. The bottom can't come soon enough, but maybe she's already too late.
I think so too. Demon Hunter running around in circles. Immolation activated. Demon Hunter heard only one potion. And again, that Moonwell keeps them stuck at 40 food. Bottom is there. Orb is online. These orbs, man. If LawLiet survives this, it's only due to orbs.
That is serious damage. Fortitude has to respect that. But he's got so much gold now. We'll love to see a shop up on the high ground.
Archmage. Ooh, Invo Potion. Naga though, double Invo Potion. 2 big items used in just a second.
Scary moment. LawLiet proved that a wounded animal is still dangerous.
We got marksmanship now also, by the way. The single target damage is absurd.
Yeah, which means 40 really needs invulns.
Yeah.
He's not going to the shop in the north, kind of surprisingly. While LawLiet is trying to heal at the fountain. Good scouting with the water elemental.
He has no TP. LawLiet has no TP. He has to walk all the way back, trying to get this item. Every single bit helps. If you're 30 food down, shop gone. No third orb, no potions, and the siege continues. And why not? 2 bases, big army, heal scroll available, and you know that your opponent won't be there in the next 30-40 seconds.
Once LawLiet gets home though, he has a chance to go for the hero kill. Since there is no invul potion.
And no
might be
TP.
the only option he has left.
Yeah. Fortitude needs to keep the hero safe, and then that should be his game. We're setting up a little bit of a poke. Here we go. Onto the Naga. Fog Lightning immediately. Bottom also quite hurt. Naga hurt. 40 is just returning the favor. 40 is just going for the hero kill himself. Fog Lightning again. You can't have the Bottom and Naga in the fight anymore. The rifles are just too good. Bottom almost killed. It's just a Demon Hunter in the dream.
The heal scroll is still available. Fortitude knows exactly can rely on this item. Invul potion. Here we go. Now is the time for LawLiet to get big kills in. But he can't. He's being blocked. He's losing the Naga.
Just like that. LawLiet's tournament is over. If all things go according to plan. He's not close to metamorphosis at all. The Naga is dead. He can't even get the Naga back because he's supply blocked. What a surreal finish to the series. Fortitude just dominance from minute 2 on Concealed Hill.
Yeah, sick creep route, great timing. The aggression is the way to victory. The expansion play didn't work out for 40 at all. But on one base, LawLiet is being brought to his knees. Doesn't want to accept it yet. Doesn't want to lose the bet for you.
What can he do at this point? Very good mana regen, of course. Throughout the past 4 to 5 minutes, LawLiet is constantly trying to find some reinforcements that are coming from the base, but Fortitude doesn't matter. He's going tier 3 in the meantime. He's floating 1,000 gold in preparation for that. And that is, of course, a Paladin, the perfect counter to this hero focus play by LawLiet.
Yeah, lots of wonderful things to greet him on tier 3. LawLiet finally has his triple hero back. And 40 is still respecting it. More than double the supply. A rare sight for us always in Warcraft 3. Showing us clearly how far ahead 40 is. With 1 foot in the next round.
1 foot and 4 toes, my man. The Tree of Eternity might not be made for eternity this game. This will upgrade coming. Again, the hero focus. It has to work at some point, but 40 is always so ready, as you pointed out. Slow from 2 sources. Naga moved back immediately. Invo potion on the right. Hero not making any mistakes in the meantime. The rifles shut everything down, and 40, look at him. He can't believe it. Not a pop-off this time. Just pure disbelief of how good he played on Concealed Hill and Turtle Rock back-to-back. GG, we got a human in the final 4.
What a sick comeback from being almost surely eliminated on the 4th map. What a strong finish, a comeback for 40. Must be a great feeling for him right now. LawLiet unfortunately drops out right here and now. But Fortitude, the last human, remains alive and has really now proven himself.
I guess 90% of the scene counted him out already. I saw the memes about 3 races in Warcraft 3 floating in the chat. Not with Fortitude. Dude, we keep the perfect balance alive. We got an undead in the final 4, an orc, now a human, and that means a night elf has to follow for the perfect balance that we also had in the winner bracket semifinals. One more series, as sad as I am that LawLiet drops. I'm very excited for the upcoming match. It's Colorful versus Labyrinth and Night Elf versus Undead for the match versus Fortitude tomorrow. Be right